welcome. We're going to add on. So the first thing I need you to do with a pencil, please, or a pen, but nothing like a super like thick, because you're going to put a lot of stuff on here. Can we go back to where we were yesterday? So what I'd like you to do with your neighbors, remind yourself at 0 degrees, what were the points that were right here? At 90 degrees, what were the points that were right here? At 180 degrees, what were the points that were right here? And at 270 degrees, what were the points that were right here? Our job is to fill this baby in, and we're going to fill it in a lot, but we're going to take it in 2 steps, because otherwise it is overwhelming. My tape will be weird because I'll have it in 2 different versions. So hello, if this is part 1. If you're watching at home, there is a part 2. Okay, are we good? Everyone's got this ready to go. So again, there is a quiz on this. You need to get 100% on the quiz if you want to use the unit circle already pre-filled out on the test. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't get 100% on the quiz that you can take multiple times next week, then when we roll into the test 2 weeks from today, you don't get to use that unit circle. You just got to use your memory. But if you can get to 100%, then when you take the test, boom, you have notes. You have the unit circle all built for you, right? And when the final rolls around, you have it to use again. So I'm seeing some people I feel like are probably like, no, I can just figure it out. That's fine. But if it was me, I would like to memorize it once and then be able to pull it out whenever I need it for the rest of the year. Yay for you. So let's do this. Here's where we're at. 1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 0, 0, -1. That's where we left off. We're going to add some angles on here today. We're going to start with our 45s. So what I mean by that is this. This is our angle. So I'm going to be writing 45 degrees right over here, but I don't really mean that it's this angle, boo. I mean it's this guy right here, right? That is our 45-degree angle. He just hits right here, right? He hits right here. So when I put the 45 here, what I mean is it's hitting right here at the 45-degree mark. Does that make sense? And we're going to get some numbers to put for 45. But we have more 45 angles on here. We've got another one over here, and it's going to look like this. I'm going to make it blue. I'll make it a little bit littler. It's going to, it's still pink. It's this guy right here. And so here's what I want you to know, or I want you to talk to your neighbors about. Where is that? How many degrees is that, right? So this is 45 right here. That's our reference angle. So where am I? 135. Beautiful. That's excellent. I have a hard time remembering 135. Yes, we're going by 45s. Here's our next. So that's my 45. That's my reference angle. So this is right here, 135. Does that make sense? And on this next one, watch, I'm going to erase all this stuff so it's not all overwhelming. Watch this one on the next one. What we're really doing on the next one is we're looking for this dude right here. I'm going to make him littler. He's going to go this all the way to here. This guy right here, all the way to here. What is he when I hit that guy? 225. Nice again. 225. I have a hard time remembering 135 out of our time. 225, I don't. 225. And you're going to put a little parenthesis underneath him because we're going to figure out his points. And our very last one that we're going to do right now, the very last one that we're going to do is going to look like this. He is going to be this dude all the way around to here. Boom. And so I'd like you to go ahead, put a number there, and then go like this because we're going to give him some points. We're figuring out if this guy right here is 45 degrees, how much is this big guy right here? 2, 3, 15? I have a block against him too. I don't know why. Okay. So our job today is this, is to fill out these little point places, right? That's what we're going to do. I'm even going to highlight them so you see them. We're going to be filling out this guy in a little bit, and this guy in a little bit, and this guy in a little bit, and this guy in a little bit. And I have good news. Once you fill out one of them, you've filled out them all. So the trick is, can we fill out one of these little guys? And I'm going to show you that we can. And it's very, very easy. So here's what we got going on. If you're like me, you're thinking, Miss T, you did not give us a whole lot of information. All you gave us at this point is that this is 45 degrees and that this is 1. And I know that's 1 because it's the unit circle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. Oh, I made this last night and I'm so proud of myself. Look at this little guy. Oh, he squeezes in just perfect. That's a little triangle right there. Look how cute he is. I made him. So we know some stuff about him. I made it big for you over there on your paper, but I just slid it right in right here. So let's put what we know. We know this is 45 degrees. We know this is 45 degrees because it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle, and we know this is 1. So the only thing that we have to do mathematically is figure out how long this is and how long this is. So you are going to talk to your neighbors because we did this on Tuesday. 45, 45, 90 has a magical number. Talk to each other and see if you can remember what it is. It is root 2. It is root 2 because you got 2 matching sides. We're going from a big side, a hypotenuse, to a little, so we are going to divide. Dividing makes it smaller, multiplying makes it bigger. So we're going to take this 1 and divide it by root 2. Guess what? This guy's the exact same thing. But we're not allowed to write it that way, are we? No. We got to bring that root 2 up. You know how to do that. Root 2 over 2. And this dude, right? Watch what he is. Root 2 over 2. Guess what? That's all the math we have to do on this part. So here's what I know. We went out root 2 over 2, and we went up root 2 over 2. So the point right up there, that yellow point is root 2 over 2, comma, root 2 over 2. Write it in. Here's why. Because I went over root 2 over 2, that's my x, and up root 2 over 2, and that gives me that point right there. That makes sense? You write it right next to the 45. Oh, the theta would be, okay, 45 degrees. So, like 100 goes in paper. For the unit growth, yes. Yeah. So if you get a 80 out of 100, you still are 80%. You still get that grade, but you don't get to use it. Does that make sense? You only get to use it if you get 100, and you can take it multiple times. And it's the same damn quiz every time. It's literally a blank unit circle, and you can take it over. Okay. Sorry, we're watching me. We're not going to do any more math. We're done. Because this guy, the triangle has just flipped over. So instead of going positive root 2 over 2, now we're going negative root 2 over 2 over and positive root 2 over 2 up. Fill in your dot right there because we're getting this guy. Our x coordinate, negative root 2 over 2. Our y coordinate, positive root 2 over 2. Some of you are now seeing the pattern now. To get this guy, we have gone negative root 2 over 2 over, and negative root 2 over 2 down. So negative root 2 over 2 and negative root 2 over 2. Because I went over left and then down. Love that face. Hope it freezes. It's a mom thing to say. Final last one. We went over positive root 2 over 2, but we went down 2 over 2. Are we okay? You have just built the 45s. So what we're going to do now is build our chart to practice them. Are you ready? So I am going to slide up. So my circle will be gone. So you guys are going to have to help me. And because Rufus is a terrible person and mocked my chart yesterday, I made a chart that wasn't so wonky. Like yesterday's and my chart was bad. So shut up. I don't really like him as a person. Okay, we're going to put theta right here. We're going to put, oh, he knows. Cosine right there. Sine right there. Ooh, tangent right here. Are you ready? First one we're going to do, we're going to start with our favorite dude, Mr. 45. I have taken out the zeros and the 90s because it becomes too big. So we'll put those back in on Monday. So let's get cosine. All you do is steal the x coordinate. Root 2 over 2. To do the sine, it's root 2 over 2. You are perfect. It is 1.
So now what's below 45?
135. Okay? Little bit of math here to get our tangent. It's y over x. Root 2 over 2 on the top. Root 2 over 2 on the bottom. We're going to do a little twirly flipping because you know we're not allowed to have a fraction in a fraction. You will like this. Watch what happens. Everything cancels. That becomes 1. That becomes 1. So our tangent is just 1. Yay! Thank you so much. I will stop. Yes, I will stop. Because if I wanted to multiply straight across, I'm going to slow down. Gentlemen, taping. You will know how to remember it, but I just don't want it. I want you to see that I'm just not making these numbers up. No, you won't ever have to explain it to me. No, but I want you to know that literally when we do it on Monday, hey guys, don't talk over me for a second. Thank you. When we do it on Monday, again, many teachers just throw it out there, and they seem like they're just made up numbers. And I just want you to know they come from somewhere. Okay? So let's do 135. Talk to me, baby. That was you, Jillian.
So the cosine and I put in 45. Am I supposed? How do are you getting 2 over it?
Oh. This is our cosine. This is our x coordinate. This is our sine. Yeah. Okay, we're ready for 135. Only one tiny thing has changed. The negative right here. You guys have this written on your circle. Look on your circle. Remember, this is our cosine. This is our sine. I'm not making it up. I'm just taking it off of what you guys literally put down. And the only thing that changes here, we're going to get root 2 over 2. And now we've got negative 1. Beautiful. Look at you. You know more than you think you do. Okay, we're heading down to 225. I got negatives on both of these dudes. I got a negative on this guy and a negative on this guy. So negative root 2 over 2 negative root 2 over 2, and that's going to be positive 1. Last one, best one, here we go. We're over at 315. So at 315, we're going to get positive root 2 over 2, because I got it from this guy. Negative root 2 over 2, Jillian, because I got him from this guy. And I'm going to get a negative 1. Are we okay? Yeah? Okay. So we are going to, I'm going to stop taping. We're going to go do a quick Be Nice Friday-ish. It's a competition, but you guys are all mean and judgy. So if you don't like it, too bad. And then we'll come back and keep going. Bye. Bye for now for a minute.